Complementary Driving Forces in Evolution. The fact that certain aspects of evolutionary theory are retrospective does not disqualify it as a rigorous science. There is, as E.O. Wilson put it, a consilience of evidence supporting a naturalistic approach to evolutionary theory. But we need to incorporate a broader perspective than classical Darwinian theory alone as our best approximation of reality. I feel sure that, were he alive today, Darwin himself would be among the first to agree. We are led to the general conclusion, well supported by both empirical evidence and theoretical rigor, that Darwinian mechanisms involving vertical inheritance and incremental accumulation of random events is certainly one of the mechanisms that contribute to evolution. But it is not the only one. We have focused on at least one other major driver for evolutionary change, which arises when two or more entities come together, which represent opportunities for new entities to emerge. These opportunities can be found at every level of complexity, ranging from simple molecular interactions to the inner workings of cells, organelles, tissues, and organ systems, as well as interactions between species that inevitably come together at various times and in various contexts. These new opportunities can lead to complex interactions that are sometimes external to each species, called ectosymbiotic relationships, or that actually result in fusion of two or more entities, endosymbiotic relationships. This distinction between outside and inside is, of course, an arbitrary one when it comes to biological structures. Lichens, for example, are composite organisms that do not fit neatly into either category. EEP and classical Darwinian mechanisms are long-term complementary natural partners in the deep history of life. Yet although I would argue that this is an important update for a 21st century evolutionary synthesis, it is by no means the final word on the subject. Rather, such concepts should inevitably lead to further discussions, new conceptual frameworks, new empirical discoveries, and the emergence of new and better ideas concerning the driving forces of evolutionary change. To cling to any particular set of ideas and to resist changing one's mind are natural, conservative human tendencies. Skepticism is useful in rejecting pseudoscience and distinguishing speculation or belief from well-supported theories and facts. The key, in my view, is to strike a reasonable balance and to use the skepticism not as a means of mere rejection of particular ideas, but rather to stimulate new experiments, observations, and thought, driven by two other capabilities that lead to further progress: the desire to discover and understand the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as well as an unfailing curiosity and sense of wonder. This provides comfort and courage when facing the reality of science, that we never have a final answer to any questions, and each answer brings forth new questions. But science in general, and evolutionary science in particular, certainly do provide us with better and better approximations of the truth.